Hello, and welcome back. And today, of course, as 1 month went by, we're going to look into September 2024 and see what were the biggest sales in banknotes from auction houses. So let's start with number 10, and then there's going to be, as you know, China here. China, this one was sold at Heritage Auction, pick 801, PMG 64, something that appears here quite often. Again, just a quick reminder for everyone, do not buy these unless they're graded. There's tons of fakes out there. This one, PMG 64, sold for close to $2,300. Iraq at 9th place. We don't see this as often. Pick 52, PMG 66. Not the most beautiful banknote of Iraq. I think this series overall is not that nice. But anyway, the half dinar, this sold for $2,400 on September 3rd, and this is also from Heritage. We continue on Heritage, exactly the same here, the same auction. Pick S976 for the Provincial Bank of Kirin in China for 2 Tiao in fine, and a banknote that I had never seen before. This went on for $2,400 in the same auction. And we continue with China, actually in the same auction, and this one was one of these very early banknotes from the 13th century, or 14th century, sorry. This one, and I don't have much to tell you. These are huge sheets, probably the first banknotes that ever appeared, and these one was sold for $2,500, a bit north of that. There's a big climb here to 3,840 for Belgium Congo pick 3B and almost uncirculated. This banknote is from the it's during the First World War. Not the nicest banknote of the series, but already something a bit more intricate there. And then we continue with India, pick 20 age. Here the letter has a lot to do with the valuation of this specific banknote. $384 was how much this went on, and I don't really know what is the issuing city of this particular one, but you'll get the point. And we moved here to Spink, but we continue with India. Pick A17V, issued in Lahore, nowadays, not India anymore, in PMG 25, very fine, it sold for $5,750. Now, here's something that you don't actually see so often, and I had never seen this banknote specifically, and not going for distance values. We have 12-pound Scots from a banknote from 1723, probably a promissory note from Edinburgh. I don't have much to say about this. It's not graded, but it's definitely rare, handwritten, and sold for $6,750. This time we don't have a wild card, but we're going to the top 2 sales. We go back to India, and here again in the Heritage Auction, pick number 2. Again, this has a lot to do where it was issued. 2 rupees 8 annas, $7,500 and almost uncirculated. And finally, we continue with India, a specimen numbered 25, 1S, sold for $7,500 USD for pick number 1 of British India. And that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Next week, we'll have the top 10 banknote sales from eBay. Bye-bye.